Hi YouTube. So today we'll be changing the spark plugs on this Toyota Tacoma we got in 2019. So it now has about 60,000 miles on it. But anyways, first we're going to start with the left side. Then we're going to the passenger side. Then we're going to go on the driver's side. The driver's side is a little harder than the passenger side. But for this, anyways, I have the factory OME specs spark plugs from Toyota. And I like sticking with the original stuff because, it wasn't that much more. I could have got a little cheaper with some off-brand, but just a couple dollars more each. You might as well stick with this. These ran me I bought them from Toyota, I forgot, like $15, $16 each. Something like that. And I'm using this just in case I drop a spark plug or something, or a socket, I could grab it. It's a magnet. Now, I like to use a little bit of anti-seize for the next one, just a little bit on each spark plug you'll see. I'm going to use my gloves, and all you'll need is your ratchet, and I have a 5/8 with one of the spark plug catchers in it. I forgot what that's called. And I had a 10mm socket and a 12mm socket. And the reason I have them on extensions is because when I take them off, I don't have to pull it. It's already on the extension, so it's just something I always do. And I don't have a torque wrench for here because I can't find mine. But anyways, you're supposed to, the one website from Toyota, it was a 2nd gen Toyota. This is the 3rd gen, which is 2016 and up. But it said 15 pounds is what you want on the spark plugs. But however, the other one I saw was on Wikipedia. Not sure how true this is, but it said 12 to 14. But honestly, that's about average for a typical vehicle. So I'm just going to do it snug because I installed a bunch of spark plugs before. So I kind of have a feel for it. And as you can see, it's fall. We have all this stuff in the car. But anyways, the first step I'm going to be doing is with a 10mm socket. These are your, right here, I want to take off this right here first. Can't really see if you can see that good. But first I'll take this one and we'll get to it. Alright. Not sure if you guys can see it that good, but this right here. Point it down a bit. Okay. And these are all 10mm here. Now, when you install the spark plugs, if you don't have your, first of all, you don't want to make sure it's ever cross-threaded, but whenever you do it, is do not over tighten them because these do have aluminum heads on it. And first I need to take off the fuel injector right here. See how these gloves might be getting in the way. I'll just pop it. Alright, so on the injector, you have to disconnect it. So you want to push it down pretty hard and slide it out. Which I did do this off camera because it's hard to do with one hand and then the camera in the way. But as you see, there's just a button here. You push down as you slide. Now I'll get the injector out. Oh, yep. I gotta remove this too. Sweet. So what I'm gonna remove next is this cord right here. I'm not sure what it goes for. Push down. Oh, it's one of those. So I need to get my flathead for this one. Okay, so what I did here was I had to use all my extensions for this because I can't find my 10-inch one I had. But I ended up moving out the injector which is right here. All I did was just push this wire over and pulled it out. Yeah, I twist the injector sideways a bit, then pulled it, and it came out. But anyways, now it's time for the spark plug. Just like that. I'm going to get out. The first spark plug is coming out, and as you can see, I mean, it's not too bad looking. But it, I mean, needs to be replaced though. But now it's time for the new one. Now, right here I have some anti-seize on it.
Yeah.
Just a little. And you want to do not cross thread it.
Those are better threads than on the Expedition.
Yeah.
Expeditions are so small. That's what happens.
Well, this is, you have to twist this a lot of times though.
Yeah. So look how long it is.
Hold it straight when you do it. And I always do it first by hand.
You're talking to me.
I'll show you this install process on the first one, but after that, I'll show you how to take out the other ones, but I'll be installing them off camera. Okay, they're in all the way. I can get my other extensions. So you only want this at 15 pounds. What I'll do right now is reposition this. Take one out. So these are aluminum heads, so you want to be careful. Do not. That's about it. 15 pounds. Just like that. The other ones are going to be a little easier without, I mean, it would be easier without taking this. But, however, I don't feel like getting my pick out, so that's how you do it. Okay, so I already did all of these spark plugs in here. My phone was acting up, so I'm sorry that I couldn't get this on video, and I had to hurry up and get it done before night came. I mean, it's gonna be sunset pretty soon, but anyways, all I did is after I installed this spark plug, I pushed it back on and I tightened up this bolt. Now what I normally do is I was pushing these on, then when all of these were on, I tightened this up. Now I didn't have to remove this out the way in order to get to this one, which is a 10mm bolt, and I unhooked this and this sensor right here. And all I do is push this really hard and it pops out and you move it. Then when that's unloosed, it allows you to move this up a lot to access this one. So then you take out this injector, obviously install the spark plugs, and this one you have easy access to too. So you do that. That's all for that side. This side didn't take that long. Well, the driver's side was a lot tougher. You got 3 spark plugs. One right there, one here, and one there hidden. So what I did was I took out this bolt and loosened up the bottom. Now, to loosen up the bottom bolt, I didn't take it off all the way. I put my wrench in this way, because right through here you have a good shot to unloosen it. So my wrench went here. Right there's the bolt. No, wait. Right there's the bolt you guys can't really see on video. Right there. Anyways, you loosen it up just a little bit. Enough so this thing could bend forwards and back. So I want to bend it forward. These, I unhook these, just pop these out, and pop them out right back here. Where these white ones are. Both of them out. And I unhooked this, which I did not need to, but I went ahead and did it. I unhooked this to move it out the way. And again, the spark plugs are, the first color is gray, black, gray. So that's the black one right there. And the gray one was under here. You can't see it because it's under here. So you have to remove this little cushion. Now to remove that cushion, there's a bolt back there. Let me turn on the light. Right there. So when you remove that bolt, this whole cushion comes off. I mean, I just bent it up, and I had full access to the fuel injector right there and the spark plug. This was the second one, which this one, when I took off that 10mm bolt right there, and I unhooked this obviously on it, and the right here, the connector for the fuel injector. But anyways, when that was off, I pulled the injector out like this and twist it sideways. Because it's big on one, it's like my hand, imagine that. It's big like that, you can't fit it that way. So when you pop it out barely, twist that angle like this, then pull it out. And the last injector was right here. Now when this is moved, you can slide for this one, slide it up where it goes down this way, whoop, that's out the way. When that's out the way, these would be unhooked. And this one was a tough one. Even with them unhooked and all, you just had to get, I was using about probably a foot extension to reach that one. And when I pulled that one out, I put the spark plug in and installed the fuel injector on and clamped it in. I clamped all of them in, make sure everything was clamped up. And that's it. And the way I did it, you didn't have to take off none of this intake or nothing, which was good. It's pretty much the same process as the other side, which is very simple. It's just all I did was remove this, and I did take this top one out for a little bit because it gave me just a little bit of like back and forth room. I'm just barely any, which it did help some. And this, obviously, you need to take off that one bolt there and bend this forward and slide it out so you could have access to that one. And all three injectors. This one was easy. That one was easy. All I had to do was, after removing that bolt, it was easy. This one was the hard one, right there. That took me about 15 minutes. But anyways, that's how I change it. And make sure you have all this clamped on good. Make sure, I was going to take off this vacuum hose, but then I decided, nah, just leave it. I didn't really want to take it off, and it's very bendable. But you don't want to bend these hoses because these are not made to bend. These ones, I even think they say do not bend on it. They're reinforced, it feels like, with something on the inside. But this is a vacuum one. You could bend this, but just don't bend it too much. And anyways, I started the car up, and now it drives good. But thanks for watching. Sorry that I couldn't get on video. It's just, it was really kind of starting to lag. But the torque for your spark plugs was 12 to 14 pounds. And for these nuts right here, it's supposed to be, what was it? I forgot if it was 20. Anyways, I just did them all snug since I didn't have my torque wrench on, and they're nice. Oh, and you have to, if I mentioned it before, these ones, you do have to push pretty hard to remove them at first. Now they're easier to remove. But anyways, this side was simple. Just remove this. These, all three injectors, which is gray, black, gray. Same on that side. When these are all removed and that's removed, this pops off easy. I have easy access to it. This side was harder, but once you I got that one right off the bat. If you bend it sideways, you can pull out pretty easy. Other than that, it was pretty easy to take out and unscrew. And that one was the easiest one. All I had to do was unscrew that. It came out. I did unscrew this. Yeah, I mean, it helped a little. And this one, you want to take out too, but the bottom one was a little tough, and you want to loosen it all the way. Don't fully take it out. Just loosen it. And you can still move it. And it stays out the way, because putting that bottom one back in would be a little tough if you take it out all the way. Then it's the fuel injectors right there. I'm touching it. And right there. You just have to, when this is moved out of the way, you have a clearer shot. And you can just bend some of these hoses, but be careful. Don't bend them too hard. But thanks for watching. Sorry I couldn't get it all on video.